Hello everyone! Today, I'm going to talk about shortest remaining time first, also known as SRTF. This is a CPU scheduling algorithm used in operating system. Don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll understand what it is, how it works, and why it's important. Let's start with the basics. In a computer, many programs want to use the CPU at the same time. Since the CPU can only do one task at a moment, the operating system decides which process run first. This decision is made using something called a scheduling algorithm. One of these algorithms is shortest remaining time first, or SRTF. SRTF is actually the preemptive version of another algorithm called shortest job first. The main idea is very simple. The process with the shortest remaining execution time gets the CPU first. Now, let's break that down. In SRTF, each process has a burst time, which means how long it needs the CPU to finish. As process arrive, the operating system always checks which process has the least remaining time. If a new process arrives and it needs less time than the current running process, the CPU will stop the current process and give the CPU to the new one. This stopping is called preemption. That's why SRTF is called preemptive scheduling algorithm. Now, let's look at a simple example of shortest remaining time first, or SRTF. Process list P1, P2, and P3. P1 arrival time 0 milliseconds. Then the burst time is 8 milliseconds. P2 arrival time 1 milliseconds. Then the burst time 4 milliseconds. Then P3 arrival time 2 milliseconds. Burst time 2 milliseconds. Now, the step-by-step timeline. Time 0, only P1 has arrived. CPU start running P1. Remaining time of P1 is 8 milliseconds running P1. Then time 1, P2 arrives. Then the remaining times to P1 is 7 milliseconds compared to P2 have 4 milliseconds. P2 has shorter time to P1. Then the CPU switches to P2. Then running P2, P1 is paused. Time 2, P3 arrives. Remaining time P1 7 milliseconds, P2 3 milliseconds, then P3 2 milliseconds. P3 is the shortest time. Then the CPU switch to P3, running P3. Time 4, P3 finish. It used 2 milliseconds. Remaining time is P1 7 milliseconds, then P2 3 milliseconds. P2 is shorter to P1, then the CPU runs P2, running P2. Time 7, P2 finish, total of 4 millisecond use. Only P1 is left, running P1. Then time 14, the P1 finish. Here the key things to remember. CPU always chooses the shortest remaining time. A running process can stop preempted. Short jobs finish faster. Long job may wait longer. This way, short tasks finish faster and waiting time is reduced. Now, let's talk about the advantage of SRTF. One big advantage is that it gives the minimum average waiting time compared to many others algorithms. Short processes don't have to wait behind long ones, which make the system feel faster and more responsive. This is very useful in systems where quick responses are important, like interactive system. However, SRTF also has disadvantage. First, first, it can cause starvation. This happens when long processes keep getting delayed because short processes keep arriving. A long process might wait for a very long time before finishing. Second, SRTF needs to know the remaining time of each process. In real life, this is hard to predict accurately. The system often has to estimate, which may not always be correct. Also, because the CPU keeps switching between processes, there can be more context switching, which adds overhead and can reduce performance. Now, let's compare SRTF with other algorithms. Compared to first come first serve, SRTF is more efficient because it doesn't let long jobs block short ones. Compared to round robin, SRTF focuses more on completion time rather than fairness. Round robin gives everyone a turn, while SRTF always chooses the shortest job. So where SRTF be best used? SRTF works best in systems where process execution time are known or can be estimated. Fast response time is important. Short tasks are common. To summarize everything, shortest remaining time first is a preemptive CPU scheduling algorithm that always selects the process which the smallest remaining execution time. It helps reduce waiting time and improves responsiveness, but it can also cause starvation and requires accurate time estimation. And that's the basic idea of SRTF. Thank you for listening, and I hope this explanation helped you understand shortest remaining time first more clearly.